Hi, my name is Cedric. I'm from Switzerland, flying the PT-6, that's a Pilatus Porter on floats on amphib.
The Pilatus Pc-6 is built in Switzerland in 1959, although the turboprop version wasn't built until 1961. In 1996, Pilatus switched over to the Pratt & Whitney PT-6, which produces 680 shaft horsepower. Due to its versatility and short-field takeoff and landing abilities, the aircraft is often used as an air ambulance and for skydiving. On this day, we flew out of Fort Lauderdale and used the Pilatus as a camera platform to film a Waco biplane. I will be in the Austin area from March 28th to April 1st filming, so if you'd like me to film your airplane, send me an email to bobby@sailingdoodles.com. So now let's talk to Cedric and then take his airplane up in the air.
My father was an airline pilot as well for Swissair. Now it's called Swiss. That's how he got me in, and we had also aerobatic planes, and I started quite young, like with 8-10 years old. And then after like the normal school, I continued with all the necessary flight school up to commercial pilot, instrument rating, and then due to the shutdown of like Swissair, the company went bankrupt. It was really hard to get a job. I basically started to do my mechanical engineering degree in Switzerland. That's like a master's. I ended up in the master's in engineering, and then right after this we still had that pilot, there's still too many pilots, and I started with a company called Swissair Ambulance, Medivac all over the world with Hawker, Challengers, and I did that for 10 years, ended up as deputy ops, and then also pilot, captain. And then 12 years ago I decided to go to a company called Execujet. They manage somewhere like 50 planes in Europe. Then I started with Execujet as director of operation and later on training, flying G5, Globals and G6. Right now I'm flying out of here close by in Florida, G650, Swiss registered. And beside of this, I'm still loving flying those planes. That's a PT, like a Pilatus Porter. It's a Papa Charlie 6 Tango, that's the ICAO code. And the plane is originally 50 years old now. It's basically the anniversary. It started from a plane called the Stork. That was during the Second World War. It's been pretty known during the Second World War when Mussolini was escaping Italy with the Germans. And that's a stall airplane, like a short field and takeoff aircraft. And the PC-6 was the base for this. 50 years old, it's a tail dragger. It's basically used in the Sahara, in really remote places for parajumping as well. Last year, the owner decided to help in the Amazon in the region of Pará, which is between Manaus and Belém, Santarém. That's where the Tapajós River goes down south-north, and the Amazon like west-east. Starting to do Medivac planes. So he started with this plane, and as you can see internally, we have also a stretcher. So last September, I flew with my son and a friend over from Switzerland to Michigan, Minnesota. That's where the amphib floats were installed, Whipper floats, and since now November this last year, the plane is here, and we do training with pilots who are intended to go to Brazil. We'll add 2 more planes. The idea is having 2 amphibs and 1 on tail, as a wheel aircraft, and to help the people. It's a Pratt & Whitney PT-6, 550 horsepower. It's a nice, really engine. It's established worldwide. It's used in so many airplanes. It got a bit of a kick with the floats to have more performance. You're losing with the floats about 20 knots. So without the floats, you're doing 120 knots indicated, and with the floats, you're gonna be down at about 110 knots. Fuel flow is about 50 US gallons an hour, and we hold up 300 gallons like the main tanks. There's 2 additional tanks, which are somewhere close to 200 gallons. So it's roughly 500 gallons total divided by 50. You can make a 6-hour trip with somewhere like 700, 800 nautical miles. We normally gonna carry on a doctor. That's in Brazil mandatory, with a paramedic as well and one pilot. So the intention is have like one pilot with a paramedic in the front and a doctor in the back. We're not gonna use that many times really the stretcher, because people are dying in Brazil, in the region of Pará, just because of shortage of medical help, like medicine or snake bites. So I would say there will be just a lot of like, we just bring in remotely with the seaplane those medicine for those people. Normally like popular regions, like I mean here in the US, Miami, New York, or like if you go to Brazil, like Sao Paulo or Rio, it's very popular, and like medical help is there. But once you leave those regions, you go in the region of Pará, which is really poor area. That's where people need the help, and you don't need that much to help people. And the owner of that plane is very generous. He buys those planes, and all those flights will be free. It has nothing to do with the state of Brazil. It's a donation and a foundation, and we're working with a doctor there. It's like something like Albert Schweitzer. Eric is a really unique man. He's helping out the region since over 20 years there, and it's nice to be part of this family and to help people. There's no name at the moment. It's with lawyer. We're establishing that company right now.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to promote or talk about?
No, thank you very much. I love USA. It's #1 country for flying. That's the freedom poor, and I think there's no other country with that freedom. So keep that, I say, diamond really nicely polished, because you have a beautiful country, especially for seaplanes.
All right. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Let's get out of the rain here.
Yeah.
All right.
And November 122 Delta Mike is ready for taxi.
Number 122 Delta Mike, executive ground, verify ATIS India, say position.
We have Banyan information India, and we are ready for taxi.
Number 2 Delta Mike, runway 27, taxi via Bravo Charlie, hold short of runway 31.
Bravo Charlie to holding pattern runway 27, we hold short of 31 November 122 Delta Mike.
Sierra Bravo Hotel Customs Bravo 5.
Right side's clear.
Ground Waco 56 Echo Delta.
56 Echo Delta ground, stand by. Who is at Customs Bravo 5?
Charlie 6 Sierra Bravo Hotel. Reposition Bravo 5.
Charlie 6 Sierra Bravo Hotel ground, taxi via Golf cross runway 31 to Bravo 5.
Golf cross 31 to Bravo 5 Sierra Bravo Hotel.
Alright.
Ground Cessna 13 Sierra Kilo, come out of Quebec ramp, ready to taxi with India.
And 3 Sierra Kilo Roger, stand by. November 2 Delta Mike, cross runway 31 at Charlie, continue for 27.
Runway 31, continue 27 at Charlie, 122 Delta Mike.
November 6 Echo Delta, follow company traffic for 27.
You will follow company traffic, cross runway 31 for runway 275, 6 Echo Delta.
November 122 Delta Mike, executive tower runway 27, clear for takeoff, make a left downwind departure, remain clear of class Charlie airspace, no delay, traffic 1 mile final.
Okay, for takeoff 27 will go November 122 Delta Mike. Okay, lights are all on.
And executive tower, company behind the 122 Delta Mike 56 Echo Delta, ready for departure.
And November 7 Sierra Juliet, executive tower, ident?
Ident 7 Sierra Juliet.
42, no delay, huh? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Going on, still on downwind.
November 7 Sierra Juliet, extend downwind.
1242.
Extend downwind, 7 Sierra Juliet.
Phoenix Air 76, runway 27, clear, touch and go, on the go, squawk 0162.
0162 and
left downwind,
left downwind, apron.
That takes off pretty slow speed.
Yeah, it's good. I mean,
For takeoff and landing configuration, essentially.
yeah, we're obviously quite heavy also, but it's still, I mean, if the plane wants to fly, there's a lot of wind too, so.
At Executive Tower, Waco 56 Echo Delta.
Executive Tower, November 115 Quebec, 10 miles to the west, information India.
November 56 Echo Delta, standby.
Alright, so they're still on the ground. They didn't get clearance behind us.
Gear up for water landing.
The gear is up, flaps is on transition, aux off. I'll keep the lights.
November 123 Charlie Uniform, Executive Tower, turn right northwest, runway 27, clear for takeoff.
Approach, good afternoon, November 122 Delta Mike.
November 122 Delta Mike, Lauderdale.
122 Delta Mike, just out of Executive on the shoreline here at 600 feet, waiting for a company waco seaplane to do a photo shooting along the shoreline to the south.
Southwest 618, runway 2, right, line up white traffic, 4 mile final.
Runway 3, right, line up way, Southwest 618.
So 2 Delta Mike, you want to stay 5 northeast until you get your company?
Correct, we're just going to do here over the ocean a few 360s.
Okay, remain 5 northeast until you advise.
Welcome.
Once out over the water, we met up with the Waco and did some filming. They filmed us while we filmed them. As we returned to the airport, there was quite a bit of oil on the lens.
Is over the numbers, huh?
Yeah.
Number 6, correction, number 04, X-ray ident.
Not yet, but
Ident 04 X-ray.
I know. Yeah.
Number 04, X-ray traffic ahead and to your left, less than a mile north to eastbound, 1,400, type unknown. Additional traffic is 3 miles northeast of your position, southbound at 1,000, type unknown.
Looking for traffic, 04 X-ray.
Number 04, X-ray, continue eastbound, join a left base to runway 31.
Continue eastbound, we'll join a left base for runway 31, 04 X-ray.
48 Zulu traffic, 12 o'clock, mile and a half, eastbound is a Beechcraft. Report in sight.
I got him in sight, we'll be descending below.
Number 48 Zulu, runway 31, clear to land, hold short, runway 27.
Alright, clear to land 31, hold short 27, 48 Zulu.
2 Delta Mike, clear to land.
Clear to land.
November.
Gear down for runway landing.
At the shoreline.
Gear down for runway landing. 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 Gear down for runway landing.
Number 2 Delta Mike, contact ground.
Over to ground.
And Cedric, thank you so much, buddy.
Yeah, you're welcome. I hope you had some fun.
I did. It was really cool hanging out there shooting some film like that. So.
Good.
Yeah.
And seeing your girlfriend in the
yeah, it was kind of cool. So.
Good.
Hey, thanks again, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, anytime.
Cool. Well, thank you for watching another episode of Flying Doodles. A lot of fun getting to fly in the back seat of this thing and open the window and take some pictures. Really cool stuff. They got the air ambulance, pretty neat deal. I think it's headed down to Brazil. But please click that like and subscribe button. I really appreciate you guys for watching. That's what helps keep this channel going. If you like it, please leave a comment. Maybe share it with somebody you think might like this content. Please do. It really helps us out in the ratings. So we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching Flying Doodles.